Right, I don't know which part I'm in now, to be honest. Just found some corridor. There is, maybe you will feel a little bit of contamination from other people up on the upper floor. Unfortunately, there's not a lot I can do about that, as I say. You know, I'm not used to doing stuff where people are hanging around, but sort of show as much of the place as I can for you. Obviously, I won't be giving any names out of any people. Not that I'll pick up on anybody anyway, I won't. But this is pitch black down here now. If I just show you this, so that's the corridor. What some kind of corridor? That's how dark it is without the night vision. So that's what I'm dealing with at the moment in this part of the hospital. Is anybody here? Anybody that wishes to come forward? Walk towards me down that little staircase. Can you make a sound? Can you show yourself in light? Can we hear your footstep, please? Can we hear your footsteps? It's just like a little corridor, like almost like a old kitchen. This bit was definitely a kitchen. Old-fashioned dishwasher or cooker there. A lot of people using ghost gadgets here, and all I can hear sometimes when I walk past corridors is spirit boxes going. People seem to love them. I hate the bloody things, to be honest, but it's quiet down here now, but nothing's happened again. If there's anybody here down this little corridor, I'm not sure what it used to be. If you were still here, if you still reside here in this building, can you please walk towards me, give us some kind of a sign that you were here? Right, hang on. Let me just say, like I was saying before about the girl who got a little bit freaking here. I just found her on the staircase. So hello, Angie.
Hi.
So go on, explain to me what happened to you before.
So we was doing a walk around just at the very beginning of the evening, and I came through this door just behind me and stepped into the first bay on the left there, and I just got an overwhelming rush of energy come straight towards me, which made me feel really uneasy and not very nice, and I had to get out instantly, and now I'm back.
I said that, I said you it was down there. Do you want to go down there now and see how you feel?
Well, I've been down here before with lights on, so we'll see if we get the knocking noise again.
Because that's where you got it last time, isn't it?
It's this, I'm literally my knees are trembling.
See, I said it was that particular room.
It's this here.
Yeah.
With the bed.
Do you want to go in that? No?
Oh, I feel like my legs are going to go from under me. Wow.
Do you feel worse?
Yeah.
So can you put any sense to what you're feeling?
It's kind of like just dread. Pure dread. Like I'm dreading something that's about to come towards me.
Like a procedure or?
Something like that, I don't know.
Or do you think it's the bed? Because did you say you picked up on a lot of residual energy?
I get
and not
senses
spiritual
of energies and things, yeah, absolutely.
So do you think this is actually spirit or do you think it's residual? Sorry for asking all the questions.
I don't know, I can't quite figure it, to be fair. one minute it feels just mass energy, and then other times it's as if there's something around me and I'm not quite sure what.
Okay.
I can feel, I know I'm trembling slightly, but I can feel this bed swaying and rocking.
Because I was behind you.
And it's making me sway as I'm sat down here.
I was behind you on the walk around. I know you made a sharp exit, didn't you?
I couldn't get out quick enough.
But you can't put your finger onto what exactly is in here.
I'm just going to be brave.
You're being brave, aren't you? I bet it's your face.
I can feel like somebody's got hold of the bed. You know when you go to the dentist and you hang on to the chair for dear
Yeah,
life?
don't go next month and dreading it. Stop it.
That's the kind of feeling that I've got sat on this bed, like somebody is really hanging on tight.
Do you want to call out and see if you can get anything to happen? Go on.
Is there anybody sat on this bed with me here? If there is, if you can make a sound. I'm sure I heard you tapping earlier.
You alright?
The whole bed just moved on me.
The whole
I'm
bed?
not very tall, so my feet
The whole
don't
bed
quite touch the
moved?
floor. The whole bottom of this bed just moved. Thank you for moving the bed if that was you. Can you make one of those springs squeak?
Yeah, can you sit on the bed? Can we actually hear you sit on the bed? Seriously. Do you usually feel okay? 'Cause I don't really know you that well, both of you.
The only thing I've ever had is that swaying feeling
What,
in certain
like
places.
Angie get?
Yeah, and the only place I had that was where the little rooms were where they got locked in.
The naughty boys corridor.
Have you been up there yet? Yeah.
No, we've not found that area
Maybe
yet.
I'll catch up with you later then, we'll do something else.
No, it's gone. It stopped moving. Please make a sound if you're here. Tap on the radiator or make a spring sound on this bed.
God, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
If you do that, I can see the springs moving with the light underneath it.
I've got a perfect view of it in night vision. If anything does move, she doesn't want it.
See now, it feels a lot calmer in here now than it did before.
It's weird, isn't it? So I've been back down here about 30 minutes and there's been no contamination from other people. I've had absolutely nothing. Nothing at all. And then when I came to that bed, I remember what you said.
Did you say about the camera drain though in here?
Yeah,
Your
the
camera
second
drained,
week
didn't it?
I brought my video camera in.
Did you get anything in the laundry?
The laundry, there's quite a few things down there, isn't
Did
there?
you get anything?
I kind of thought I saw a lady sat in the chair right at the back wall.
You actually saw her?
Yeah, and she was literally a fleeting glance.
Was that in the staff room where all the lockers are?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Right
really
where
nice.
the organ is like, is it an organ? Is that what you call
Yeah.
it? Where the organ is.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of people down there doing all sorts of investigations, so it was kind of a bit tricky, wasn't it, to hear for anything?
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? Everyone's walking around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Was anybody here in this ward?
Just somebody sat in that chair.
Sorry?
I thought I just saw somebody sat
Where?
in that chair
Which
there.
chair?
That chair. There's a chair, can you not see the chair?
Yeah, I can see it now. If there's a person in that chair, can you make that chair move? Move the chair. Where I'm pointing this camera. Can we hear your voice? It's got a bit down here, but there's nobody here.
Overwhelming shaky feeling again, recently. And it's coming from behind me.
Again.
Yeah. It's like you turn your back to it and then all of a sudden it kind of, as if it's putting its arms around the back of me. But if I'm facing it, it eases off. It's kind of when you're not looking. Show yourself in this mirror.
What's that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Was that you?
No, it wasn't me. I
Did you
did
hear
hear it. Yeah.
I heard like a bump.
Yeah. In there.
Yeah. That was you made that sound. Thank you. We're not here to harm you. We're not here to ridicule you. Can you make that noise again, please? Can you make that sound again? I definitely heard something in there.
It was in there.
It didn't sound like the bed though.
No, it sounded like on there. Like as if you're walking out of here and it's like a...
It sounded like you.
Like somebody's walked out, not as loud as that, but like somebody's just walked out of here and just accidentally a bit too close.
Just like bumped into it.
Yeah.
That was it, wasn't it?
Yeah, like that, on there.
It wasn't
They're
that
just
was it?
partitions, aren't they? It's all they are.
The wheel wasn't moving. I definitely
No,
heard that.
it was. It wasn't.
No, I definitely heard
Yeah, I
that.
heard it.
And again. Now that sounded like it was from upstairs though. That was weird. That sounded like it was from up there.
See, I didn't move. I've got
Did
my
you
hand
hear
on
that?
this.
Yeah, I heard it again, but
Did that sound like it was coming from upstairs?
I thought it was over here. I thought it might have been Angie.
I've
but-
got hold of this. I'm not moving my hand on this. I've actually got hold of it so I don't fall down.
You look really scared, Angie.
I am a
You're
bit.
really unnerved.
It's just a really uneasy feeling, like something untoward's coming to me. It's not a drip, that.
No, that's a bit later. So was the wind outside as well. I wonder what this ward was.
Yeah, it's probably.
What was
Did you
that?
hear that?
I heard
Yeah.
that,
Over here.
but you don't know it's other people. This is the problem. That sounded like it was. Okay. Did you hear that? What's that? What did that sound like to you? That was like a cry. A yelp.
Like a whimper.
A whimper, yeah, that's right, Angie, yeah.
It was a whimper.
And he did it twice.
Yeah, it did.
Do you know that's how I felt like over there, like I wanted to weep on the bed. Let's do it.
Something else coming.
That's
yeah.
doors.
Yeah. There is the wind setting them doors off down there.
So, Sammy, you know when I meditate,
Yeah.
and I do that pendulum swing,
Yeah.
that's exactly how I'm feeling, lay on this.
Right.
And it kind of gets to a bit of an uncontrollable sway when I meditate. It feels like you're in a bath of water and it's going from side to side. That's exactly how I feel on this. I know I'm trembling a little bit, but I'm not making it sway.
Oh, that was the dog before. Maybe it was the dog. Maybe. This is the trouble, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not casting a shadow in this corner, are you? This corner?
I'm not with this camera, it's been more or less stationary.
I'm moving. Now still.
No, there's not. It's like there's a person stood in that corner watching me. Tall.
Tall.
Head tall as high as that, like, wooden thing there.
You okay? Angie?
Yeah. I need to get off this bed
Okay.
though. I feel like I'm on water.
I didn't hear anything, sorry.
Can you do that again?
I heard something there.
Yeah.
What was that for?
Okay, I'm going to go to the end one here. Like somebody
That-
stands here like this.
That was the one I asked to be moved before when I came in here.
Stands here like that. Can you do that for me? Please tap on one of the lockers so we know that you're here.
That's my uncle clicking. Sorry.
Okay, that's all right then.
How do you feel in here? To the other rooms you've been
I feel
in?
stressed.
Stressed?
Yeah, very stressed.
It,
And I can understand why.
because I had to put this room down to being maybe like some kind of staff room.
Yeah.
That's what I would have put this room down to being, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's a very stressed room. Like lots of stress. Kind of, oh my God, too much. There's too much going
I
on.
think because there's too many people like being here at like dinner times and break times and stuff.
Just that it's a time out for a minute, just to step out, because you know you've got to step back in. As an employee here, I imagine it would have been absolutely crazy.
That was me. Okay, I've come a bit further up the hospital now. This is obviously one of the other wards. A few cubicles in each ward. Obviously they've still got the old lockers in here. There's nobody up here at the moment anyway, so I'm totally on my own. There's the door again, but I think it's the wind. The wind has gone up a little bit outside. There's a few broken windows and that, so I'm presuming it's the wind. There's no spirit people on this ward. Anybody that maybe died on here who wish to come and communicate with me, I wish you no harm. Can you give us a sign that you're here? Can you make a noise? Can you make a sound? Maybe hear your voice? Anything at all? Come forward. Maybe you worked here or you was a patient in this hospital. The haunting ghost stories of this place is rife. Can you come and prove something to me tonight that you were here? Staff used to be petrified of walking through the corridors at night. Can we hear your voice? Again, nothing at all, unfortunately for me. Let's go through here if I can open it. This room is, it's like this isn't the wall or part of the day room, I'm not really sure. There's all these little nooks and crannies. What says there? This is the office, this must have been the nursing office, I presume. Is there any staff members in this room with me? Anybody at all? Come forward, give us a sign that you are here. I tap on this glass. Can you tap back? Tap back for me on that glass. Show yourself behind the glass. Show yourself in light. moved to room. Again, I think that was it's like an old kitchen. She's totally derelict now. Fascinating building to walk around. It's just a shame that there's a lot of it now you can't get into, unfortunately. If I whistle, can you whistle back? Whistle back for me. Give me a sign that you're here. Any sign at all. It's pitch black up here. Absolutely pitch black. How banging is the shutter? That made me jump for a minute. It's like thump thump, but it's like a bit of metal on the glass there. That's what's caused there. Again, another little office. This is like a side room for the hospital. I did get funny enough when Angie was in the room where the bed was before on the video, the room she didn't like. I did get that itchy feeling on my face 3 times in that room. I've not had that at all in the hospital at all tonight, apart from when I was in that room. As I say, up to now, it's probably about midnight. I can't really say I've had anything, I'm sorry to say, but you know, we're going to carry on. I'm just trying to get into the main parts of the hospital, or what some people say the most active parts of the hospital. But every time I go up there, there's somebody there, because obviously it's a place where people have had activity, so it's been pretty popular. So, you know, I've come off the beaten track, so to speak, to get some filming done on my own. But hopefully we'll get up there at some point tonight. But again, nothing's happened at all. You know, it's funny because I was saying on the video before, when Angie came on there, I did hear what sounded like 2 yelps. It possibly was the guard dog. It didn't sound like the guard dog, but possibly it was. And also heard a bit of tapping in there as well. So there's just somebody coming up the corridor now. Okay, I'm back down in the laundry area. The reason I come back down here now is because there's nobody here, and just tried to get back on the naughty boys corridor, but there's somebody there again, so unfortunately I couldn't get there. But just to tell you a tale, when Angie was down here before, she said she thought she saw an old lady sat on the right hand side of that chair. So if there is a lady here, a spirit lady, for whatever reason, if you are here, can you move that cage, that laundry cage? A cage you probably pushed loads of times in your life when you worked here. Can you push that laundry cage just a little bit? Use your energy to push that cage just a tad. Can you tap on that cage? Itchy nose. Is there any way you can move that cage, please? Can you show yourself on the settee? Again, I've been one of the most haunted places that people say is haunted, and I've had nothing. I've had nothing personally. I know, speaking to a lot of people that have been here, they've got things. You know, we joined up with Angie before on the video, and as you saw, she was picking up on things. But for me, to be truthful, nothing's happened. I'm still waiting. I'm still hopeful that something will happen before the end of the night. But up to now, it's been quiet for me. Right, actually in the naughty boys corridor. This is the corridor where the naughty boys would have been locked up. Chris has just been in here and he thought he heard one of the doors creak, but this is the, I'll show you one of the rooms. That's how small the rooms were where the children were locked up, the naughty children. And they were locked up in here. But again, I've just been in here with Chris, like I say. He thought he heard the door go at the bottom right hand door. I stayed with him for about half an hour after that and nothing happened. But the wind has got up again outside. Now we're on the top of the hospital, so it is getting a bit windy down here. So I've just come back on myself and going back through the naughty boys corridor. I didn't want to go back the other way because there was somebody doing some work, so I didn't want to disturb them. So come on, I'm walking down this corridor now to the children, to the headmaster. If you can do something for me as I'm leaving, then please come forward and do it. Make a noise behind me, come and touch me, come and push me. Again, nothing. This is supposed to be the most active part of the hospital. There's nothing happening. Nothing happening at all. Come on, do something. I think the best room I've been was where the bed was, to be honest. That was quite an interesting room, I thought. But you know, these places sometimes overdone by ghost hunters, maybe. I don't know. But there's been nothing down here tonight, so I'm going to press on. I've got about 45 minutes of tape remaining, so we'll see what happens. Right guys, it's about 2:20 now in the morning. What I've done is I've come down to the original ward where Angie was before. So I came down here on my own at the beginning of the night. I didn't get anything, and then Angie came with me, who was part of the ghost hunt, who joined up with us for a little bit, and that was the bit where she heard the bed move. And also I thought I heard like two little yelps in here. Wasn't sure it was the guard dog, don't really know. So I've got about 20 minutes of film, 25 minutes of film left, so I'm going to finish the night off down here. Only reason being is now I'm on my own down here, there's nobody here, and I'm just wondering now if now I've come back down by myself, whether anything will happen. So we'll have a look and see what happens. Spring up my backside. Oh, it's cold. It's freezing. So if you can move this bed for me, the bed I'm sat on. Can you move it? Can you make the bed rock? And she also said she thought she saw a lady sat on that chair there. I'm just interested to see if anything happens now. I've actually come back down here by myself. I'm not expecting anything to happen, to be honest. But we'll wait and see. I'm going to get up, it's just too cold to walk back. It's freezing. Okay, if that was you who made the two cries before, when I was down here earlier on, can you do that again for me, please? Can we hear you cry? Now that's the guard dog you can hear barking. But to be honest, it didn't sound like the guard dog before. The two yelps sounded like it came from maybe this cubicle. It was like two cries. Or whimpering. That's what it sounded like. So we're more or less to the end of the night. There's a couple of places that I didn't get into that I wanted to get into, which was the old cinema area, and I also was not able to get into Brady's room where he had his hospital bed, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. I've enjoyed tonight, it's been good. You know, I've had plenty of a long time here, but unfortunately, a couple of things maybe happened that I don't think anything's happened to me that's been paranormal tonight, unfortunately. You know, the trouble is, when we got to the top of the hospital, it was quite windy up there, and I think, you know, because there's a lot of windows that aren't actually covered in glass, they're just covered in mesh, so, you know, a lot of that could have been drafts. But considering this place is supposed to be so haunted, unfortunately for me, on a personal level, I don't feel like I've had much, to be honest. It was quite interesting when Angie came down here. She said about the bed, because I did hear the noise of the bed move, or it sounded like the noise of the bed move, and also when I was on this ward, the two yelps, which I heard quite clearly. As I say, I'm not sure if it was the guard dog. I honestly don't know, I'm just telling you the truth. But I haven't felt unsettled in here tonight, even when I've been on my own. I'm on my own now, there's nobody around me at all. I felt absolutely fine. I haven't felt spooked at all, to be honest. But yeah, so the next investigation we will be doing, we'll be back with John at the Ancient Ram Inn in Gloucester. It's a place I'm looking forward to going back to, and I know John's looking forward to going back to it, the Ancient Ram as well. So hopefully we'll get a little bit more activity there than what we did last time. So I'm going to sign off, and thanks for watching. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done so. Please do so. As I say, I will always bring you the truth. UK Paranormal Search will always bring you the truth, and I'll always tell you how I feel. You know, sometimes I do bring people in on the investigations, people who are a little bit more sensitive than myself, like I did tonight. So thanks to Angie as well for agreeing to come on and be filmed. And I will see you in a few weeks' time after me and John have done the Ancient Ram Inn. So until next time, sleep well and happy ghost hunting.